Hello and a good Sunday afternoon to you. Matinee basketball here. It's the first ever Players Revolution Sports Rev Day 2017 champ. Amy Horton, the great Mike Fisher, and Scott Wegner, who is the winner of our 2017 Broadcaster Bracket Challenge.
That's big. Congratulations.
Thank you. So he's going to go home today with $200 cash and obviously a lot of really great memories. Probably memories that will take the place of some other really bad ones throughout his entire life. So congratulations for both of those things, Scott. Players Revolution Sports, along with Pieces Possible, here today on this Sunday afternoon at the Beckley Sainer Recreation Center here in Dallas, Texas. Pieces Possible want to promote that they're having an NTX launch celebration June 17th, 4 to 10 p.m. at the WAAS Collective, 2722 Logan Street in Dallas, where you can enjoy a benefit concert. There'll be live art featuring Cure for Paranoia, Faded DJs, and Sudi. They're accepting $20 donations. To find out how you can become a part of the movement, go to rockthepeace.org. Pieces Possible joining us here today as part of this Rev Day 2017 kickoff event, launching the EPlay app. To find out more, you can go to geteplay.com or playersrev.com. Mike Fisher joins us, and a name you've probably heard, throughout your lifetime, and listening and watching and learning about Dallas Cowboys football, Dallas Mavericks basketball. He's coming over here after doing a show this morning on 105.3 The Fan, and I get to talk to Mike like every week. We do a little podcast together. So, Mike, I'm so glad that you're out here. The Texas Legends are also here. At least some of the folks from the front office are here from the Texas Legends, which I know you do. They're broadcasting during the D-League season. First of all, you had a chance to watch some basketball. Talk about the quality of basketball here in this tournament so far.
Well, the quality's good and the intensity's high. And I'm no Texas Legends scout.
Yeah,
but there's clearly guys who not only have the passion for it, but have the ability to justify their desire to take one more shot at it, get somebody to give them one more look at it.
Yeah, I noticed you were in the crowd behind us, and that was a noisy crowd. That was a very intense game. What were your thoughts there in terms of the fan participation? Make you a little nervy?
No.
You enjoyed it.
Passion's good, and I'll make this note too. And I know you guys, Scott, I'm sure you've noticed this too. The officiating crew that works with Players Rev, this is a top-notch bunch.
Oh yeah.
And so to make sure that you have a high level of control, we just saw a double overtime playoff game, right?
Yep.
And the officiating crew is still very much in control.
Hey. Scott joins us, by the way. He's a Wisconsin guy, a guy who's a big soccer fan from Wisconsin. He knows Dez caught it, by the way. He's a big believer in Dez catching the football, but he's a big Milwaukee Bucks guy, and both of he and I are big Giannis fans, which I know that should be wearing a Dallas Mavericks jersey.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, what are they going to do, Mike? What are the Mavs going to do this offseason? Are they going to let Nerlens walk and then go after Drew Holiday?
I don't think so.
Well, why not? Because that's what I want to do.
Well, then why did you trade for Nerlens Noel?
Because I don't know. We are underway. It's championship time, and we're going to have a whistle here, and we're going to try this one again.
That was a little Jason Williams move there from DJ Carter.
Well, and again, we got a bad toss, and the fans already letting them know about it. Third time's a charm. And we'll drop the puck again, and another whistle again.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the toss.
No,
the toss is straight up, 9 feet in the air.
There we go. Get off the floor.
Hey, fifth time's a charm on that one.
So to be the firm in possession of the basketball, they'll shoot to the basket at our broadcast left, coming to you live on Facebook Live. They'll move right to left. And a shot from the left corner is left short, no good, on the rebound, Jumpman. And they'll bring it up the other way. It's Collins with the basketball, goes across the timeline, a right wing three on a catch and shoot, knocks it down. So 3-0 here early, and that's man, and we saw him score the first 5 points of the game for Jumpman in the first semifinal of the afternoon. Perhaps that's their strategy. They go to him for some quick early buckets. They get settled in, and he's the catalyst to their offense.
He did that yesterday in the quarterfinal as well, had their first 5 points as well. So a little trend that we're seeing here for Jumpman. Get man going right away.
Carter with the basketball. His team on top, 3-0. He'll bring it across the timeline on that left wing, looking for a screen. Right-hand dribble, left to right now, picks it up. Looking for some help as the double team comes. And he'll go cross court here to Collins. He'll cross his man over. He'll pull up just inside the arc. A back rim shot, no good. Skying for the rebound that time is Chunk, and he'll bring it across the timelines, right through the jump circle. Bounce pass over on that right wing, a three, and that one's left short. Rebound, knocked out, and picked up by Carter. Across the timeline he goes. No numbers, 2 on 4, and boy, he should have pulled that one back out. It's stolen away by Chuck. We'll go the other direction. The Firm in possession, trailing 3-0 here early, as 90 seconds have been played here in this opening quarter. Boy, man got his man in the air. Tried to draw the whistle there on a three-pointer. And to no avail, he left it short, missed everything. And back the other direction goes the Firm. Windshield wiper basketball here as it's one and done. Rebound for Jumpman, and they'll bring it across the timeline. Fish, you're around the Texas Legends organization a lot. Talk about the quality of that organization there in the NBDL.
Well, I like to call it the 31st best basketball program in the world because there's 30 in the NBA, and then there's what Donnie Nelson and that group do. Now, it hasn't yet manifested itself in enough wins to be a playoff team, but that's partly because the D-League, soon to be known as the Gatorade League, is serving so many masters. You're not just trying to win games and go to the playoffs. You're also trying to develop people to leave you and to help the varsity, the Dallas Mavericks, along the way. And they've certainly accomplished that last thing. Under Bob McKinnon, more call-ups than anyone else in basketball. And, of course, he's got more call-ups. The just signed to a contract extension coach of the Legends. He's got more call-ups in the NBA D-League than any coach in basketball history.
I always thought that would be one of the toughest coaching jobs, whether it be minor league baseball or now that you've had the NBDL, which is, I guess, been around for almost a decade now. I would. Has it been around a little bit longer than that?
Well, and it's tough because one night you have Manny Harris is your best player, and
right.
the next night he's suiting up for the Mavericks. And another night you think you're set at what you're going to do at center, and then Rick Carlisle calls you and tells you we're sending you A.J. Hammonds.
Right.
And now you have a new center. That's the challenge.
Yeah, because you never know how or who you're going to be playing with on any given night. It's tough when you get into a flow, too. 3-2 is our score after both foul shots are made by the Firm. Jumpman with a quick three. It's left short and will go the other way. The Firm with the basketball. And a block inside, right of the lane. The rebound is loose, or the ball is loose, rather, secured by Chuck. He'll go up, left it a little bit too strong off the back of the iron. Now we'll go the other direction. Jumpman spinning as he gets across the timeline. His cross-court pass looking for help. A little bit too strong over the head of the man that I said looked a lot like Darren Collison. Well, you remember Gary Trent, too. See, I think he looks kind of like he looks like a Gary Trent-ish kind of guy. Big upper body, big biceps. Good-looking drive there, right baseline. Goes up with the offhand, no good, but an offensive rebound and a stick back. 4 straight here for the Firm as they're on top now, 4-3. 5:40 left to go for the first quarter.
Firm been tenacious on the offensive glass here early in this one. That's their 6th offensive rebound.
Ooh, by Collins, he's been the offense so far. 6-4 as they go back in front here on the second triple of the afternoon for Jumpman. Now the Firm with the basketball on that right wing. He'll move right to left and pull up just inside the foul line with a right-hand floater, no good. Tip up, no good, and the rebound to Jumpman will go the other direction. Cross court, they go to Man. Tries to knock down his second triple of the ball game. It's no good. He'll get an opportunity at one in the corner off an offensive rebound from Collins, and this one he'll stick. So all the offense here coming from distance for Jumpman, 9-4 with 4:50 left to go in the opening quarter.
Jumpman throwing that zone D once again.
That was a good set piece right there, as they call it in soccer, right, where it looked like an actual bit of an offensive play. You get a screen, and then you get an opportunity to get a big man back down in the post deep. You got to find him. You got to feed him. I always say nothing bad happens when you go to the rack, Fish. You either get a hoop, you get harmed, or you get both. How much have you seen the game change over the years, Fish? I mean, one of the things that I notice, there's no such thing as a dominant big man anymore. There's no need for it. What you have now is guys that can shoot the ball. So you have these stretches. Everything's about spacing and spreading the floor. What have you seen over the years in terms of the way the game has changed?
Yeah, and yet the question is, so if everything's going left, should you go right? If everything's zigging, should you zag? When you watch these NBA playoffs, you're right. There's not a dominant center, a dominant rim-protecting, jumping jack. So what if there's so few of those that having one is valuable?
Well, I guess you would ask Memphis, right? Memphis seems to be the only team that still kind of employs that we love our big guys sort of team. Yes or no? 3 seconds. And a turnover by the Firm. They're trailing here 11-6. A good start here early for Jumpman.
Well, I guess the issue as it relates, for instance, to Dallas is what's the value of Nerlens Noel? Are there so few Nerlens Noels in the world now that makes him valuable, or that makes him less valuable because that's not the way the game trends?
Well, it's a tough question. Boy, a deep three right there. Man, he's got 9 points, all of them. Coming from distance, 14-6, an 8-point game here as the Firm trails and they have possession of the basketball. A little zigzag to get free and gets the ball over the left side of the floor. It's Duffy. He tries to answer and his foot on the line. Knocks it down. That'll stop the bleeding momentarily. 14-8. Back to a 2-possession lead for Jumpman. I guess the issue with Nerlens, right, is $25 million worth a guy that's going to maybe give you 14 to 15 minutes a game, maybe 14 points a game. And can he stay healthy?
Well, I'd like to give more minutes than 14 minutes.
What did he average with the Mavericks? Like 14-6 or something like that?
Yeah, and again, his numbers over his career are a very brief NBA career. Obviously,
Sure.
He just turned 23, I think. He's been splitting between the injury issue and then splitting time with other centers that the Sixers draft high. I think that's a factor, too. A better question is, what were Tyson Chandler's numbers? Because that's what you're trying to accomplish.
I think, and I heard that argument the other day as we got a breakneck pace right here and a foul in transition, trying to cut off the driving lane that time, and it's Firm. Chuck getting in the way of Collins, and he'll foul him. I think the issue I had with somebody bringing that up the other day is what Tyson Chandler brought the Mavericks was toughness and grit and kind of an identity. You know, he was your enforcer, to use a hockey term, so to speak. They were no longer soft. They didn't have that soft label with Tyson Chandler. I don't know if you get the same thing with Nerlens, but I love him as an athletic guy that can jump out of the gym and give you some spectacular stuff. Just don't know. Just don't know. 14-8 our score. Jumpman with the lead in the basketball and a three. Back rim, no good. An offensive rebound, and they'll reset. They'll go up to Collins just in front of the jump circle. Now up to Carter, trying to get away with the escape dribble. Pump fake, and now he'll pull up and fire a three. From the right wing, he knocks it down. Everything from distance coming in this first quarter from Jumpman. They're on top 17-8. That is their largest lead of the ball game as we're under 40 seconds to play for the quarter. Trying to answer. A left corner three is rimmed out from Chunk. He gets his own rebound, drives left baseline, throws it up towards the rim, no good. But he's fouled, much to the dismay of the Jumpman bench. This guy looked like a lot of contact and a good call.
Yeah, certainly did. We said the officials have done, there are a couple ticky-tacky ones that we saw last game, but they've done a pretty solid job here this afternoon, especially considering the athletic ability of some of these players and kind of managing the game as well. So,
first foul shot rattles home. He'll get one more when we go to the second quarter. At the end of one here, it's Championship Sunday. They're going to let him go ahead and shoot the second foul shot, I guess with nobody in the lane because time has expired. 2 for 2, he knocks him down, and at the end of one, it's 17-10. Jumpman on top, and it's been the long-range shooting from Jumpman that has provided the early spark here and en route to their 7-point lead at the end of one.
Yeah, I know they call themselves Jumpman, but man, they can sure shoot the three.
Mike, first of all, I'm glad to have you here, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
This is a lot of fun, and certainly we both play a role here with Players Revolution Sports. This is the big, I guess you could say that this is our big soiree. We hope this becomes kind of an annual thing. So if we could, I guess we could call this the first annual Rev Day
there we go.
here in 2017, because we've had a lot of interest. We had a lot of teams that found out about this thing late and then couldn't get in. So we're hoping that this is the start of maybe putting Dallas on the map, too, in terms of the competitive basketball that gets played around here, besides folks that, wear Mavericks jerseys or Legends jerseys.
Well, and then it's really important to know the grander purpose of Players Rev is basketball players of every level who want to play against competition of that level and want to pick up game next Tuesday. And Players Rev will get you a gym and a ref and a scorekeeper, and they'll make it official.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't want to join a league, or maybe in addition to your league, you and your buddies want to go out and put together your own team because this Sunday you want a game, and this is the way to do it.
17-12 our score. The first bucket of this second quarter scored by the Firm. And what you've seen now here, Scott, is Jumpman falling in love with a three ball. They missed two that trip. They're on top by 5, 17-12, and a little skip through the lane that time. Chuck couldn't get the bounce, but he gets an offensive rebound, and a teammate puts it back. It's 4 straight to begin the second quarter. A full timeout. It's 17-14. Jumpman on top, and that's one thing you see a lot, especially in today's game, Fish, is teams falling in love with the three ball. We've seen it here.
Yeah, although, and there's been, as you said, some Rick Carlisle windshield wiper basketball a little bit, and there's certainly been a flood of attempts from the perimeter game. But there's also physical wrestling underneath, and what I respect about these guys' level of play is it's physical, but it's not dirty.
Yeah.
It's rough, but it's fair. And watch guys jostle for precision underneath, and you can see that there's respect for one another because of the way they handle their business.
Yeah, there's no Charles Oakley punches to the hips.
Well, or worse, what you see in bad recreational basketball, where it's not organized the way here it is at Player Rev, where somebody's out of control. We haven't seen any of that here today.
Well, he'll spin inside. He probably took too many steps, and that is the call. That's a good call. 17-14 is our score. It's a 3-point game. Got away with a double dribble right there, did Craig. No call.
Yeah, he was looking to outlet that pass. Nobody was looking, and he ended up picking it up himself.
For the tie, he left it short, did Chuck. One and done that trip. And Jumpman comes down the other direction. Some feisty defense played over in the corner. And a skip pass up top, a right wing three here for Collins. He back rimmed it, no good. Chases down his own rebound in the right corner. He'll spot it from the corner and knock it down. His third triple of the ball game. It's back to a 6-point game, 20-14. Jumpman on top. Well, a pump fake, get his man in the air, and he left it short. That's what you don't want to see from your big man sometimes, is taking a quick shot that early in a possession when you've got a lot of teammates around you, and that's a 4-point swing right there. 5 straight for Collins, and it's back up to an 8-point lead for Jumpman at 22-14.
That was pretty impressive in body control there by Chauncey Collins to finish on that layup as he absorbed the contact, put it up off the glass. Tough shot.
A driving left baseline on a skip pass and a high arcing runner along the baseline for Chuck. Well done, beautifully executed play that time, and an even prettier shot. That'll stop the 5-0 run here for Jumpman. 22-16, 6-point game. Collins has it as he'll back up off that right wing now into the official. Right here in front of our scorers table. Ball ends up over into the left corner, and that 3-point attempt is left short, no good. The Firm with the rebound. Got numbers if they hurry, 3-on-2. It'll be Chuck. He'll go to the right side of the lane. Throws it up towards the basket, the hoop, and the harm, and an opportunity here for Chuck and the Firm at an old-fashioned 3-point play. Again, guard play, and they've got 2 good ones here in the Firm.
Yeah, Craig and Chuck, man. Chuck he goes 100 miles an hour at everything that he's doing. It's pretty impressive how he maintains control as he gets to the rack as well and finishes on that and connects on the foul.
So he'll complete the three-point play, and it's down to a three-point game, 22-19. As we approach the 6-minute mark of the half. The championship game of Rev Day 2017, the Firm and Jumpman. Both have beaten some really good basketball teams to get here. And an offensive foul. That's probably an easy call. The big man not extended his legs and kind of, almost with the Jordan logo, the Jumpman logo, kind of stuck that left leg out there. And he'll also pick up a technical foul. So it'll be a two-shot technical as we play the collegiate rules here. First one good. And the technical foul shots, both converted, and it's a one-point game, 22-21. It looks like 7 straight points here for the Firm to get right back into this one as we're halfway through this second quarter. 22-21, Jumpman on top, but the Firm in possession, looking for the lead. On the right wing, they'll dump it off inside right baseline. Good catch by the big man. He'll turn over his left shoulder, and Swag knocks it down.
Yeah, it's the first lead for the Firm here in this one with 4:35 remaining here in the second quarter.
23-22. Boy, nice move right there. Getting inside, Jumpman. He'll pick up the foul. Almost had an opportunity there at the three-point play, but you don't see guys using the glass like they're supposed to. That and foul shooting. Again, two skills that you don't see a lot of folks working on as much. What is the deal with foul shooting? Even it translates into the NBA, Fish. 70% is considered a good foul shooter.
I've never really understood why the big man can't shoot a foul shot. He can shoot a jump shot.
Yes. I never understood that either. I just never understood guys that miss foul shots consistently.
Now you're uncoordinated at age 15 and tall and can't shoot a jump shot, and maybe it's just you just never develop that skill. But why you don't, as you get older, bigger and stronger, get it right, I'll never understand.
Well, there you go with Chuck missing his three-pointer and goes and chases down his own rebound, leaves it off inside for Swag, who gets the easy layup. And a timeout on the floor, 25-24. Be a 30-second timeout, 3:32 left to go for the second quarter. A hotly contested championship game here thus far, and it's, again, been a game of runs, Scott, as you saw Jumpman come out and jump on the Firm here early. But the Firm, again, stayed firm.
Wow, the double pun on that, huh?
The double pun.
That
you like that one. And it kind of continued with their game plan. And certainly we talked about this before this game started. Do you feel more comfortable with a team that had a lot of rest, as Jumpman did, or a team like the Firm who just played a really intense semifinal contest to get here with very little rest in between games?
Yeah, I was kind of on board with you originally where you had mentioned, kind of you're already in the swing of things. You got things moving. No rest is probably a little bit better. But, I mean, these guys are all pretty quality players, so I don't know if it really affects the game a whole lot. We'll see probably more late in the second half if the Firm tires down after playing 2 consecutive games, especially with double overtime.
Collins trying to shake his defender off, goes cross-court to Skins. He'll catch, he'll drive, now gets caught up. Left of the lane, now a left baseline drive, throwing it up towards the rim, a little bit too strong, but foul called on the Firm, and Jumpman will go to the line here for a pair. 25-24 is our score as we're under 3 minutes to go. First foul shot is good.
We've been lamenting the free throw shooting all weekend long, but here in this game, I don't think we've seen a miss so far. I probably just jinxed it, but.
Oh, no, you had a chance there at the back rim. A little bit too strong, but he got that one to go.
That Joakim Noah rotation just coming off the hand.
It was a curveball, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Knuckleball.
Knuckleball. 26-25, those two foul shots give Jumpman the the lead right back. And now the Firm with a pull-up jumper on a drive to the right baseline. And boy, coming away with an offensive rebound amongst 3 black jerseys. And he'll nice, gets a feed inside. He's blocked from behind, gets it back, goes reverse side, no good again. Gets it back for a 3rd time. Loses the basketball, and it comes out of the hands of Chuck, who will back it out and reset. So the 5th opportunity upcoming here, and a head fake. And coming down, oh, they're going to give it a travel, and I thought that actually would be the call.
Wow.
It looked like he did travel.
He was bracing himself for that contact as Jenkins went high in the air, and he knew he was going to get landed on. Shuffled his feet trying to avoid it.
And then, to everybody's credit, you see no foolishness afterwards. Everybody's hanging on to each other to make sure we're all okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we heard this weekend, Fish, is the main thing these players like is structure. They like the structure. It's not like going to a gym and you call your own fouls. We have 3 officials. These guys have done this for a long time.
Absolutely.
And we don't bring on officials without experience or without any training. So everything we do here with Players Revolution Sports is 100% legit, and it's 100% for these players. We don't have a product without guys coming out here and playing basketball. 26-25, 65 seconds left to go in the half. Jumpman with a 1-point lead in possession.
With the no shot clock, are they going to hold for the last shot with 1:15 to start this possession? Because that's certainly what it looks like.
I saw it in high school quite a bit.
I'm not sure I understand the logic of it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't either.
You do it in high school when you're playing a team that's vastly superior to you.
Correct.
These teams seem pretty evenly matched.
Oh, a lot of contact. They're going to let him play. He'll drive left to the lane. He'll kick it up. Skins on the right wing. Lost the basketball. Gets it back. Now kicks it up top. Driving inside with a right-hand floater is good.
Well, then you shoot with 26 seconds left.
28-25 now, a steal on the inbounds. No numbers here for Jumpman. He'll leave it off for his big man. A lot of contact. He got it to go. Left of the lane, off the glass. Good and a foul.
Well, what do we know?
Yeah, there was no strategy, but it was brilliant.
So Jumpman here closing the first half strong. Have scored the last 6 points and a chance to go back up 6 here and 7 straight points if they can knock down the foul shot here on the and one opportunity.
Yeah, they're going to turn a let's take the last shot with a minute left into possibly 5 points in 6 seconds by saying, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't do it that way.
Yeah, right.
30-25. And he front-roomed the foul shot, no good. Rebound here for the Firm.
See, now I understand if you hold for the last shot with 15 to go. That makes a little bit more sense.
10 seconds to go. Along the left wing, a head fake and a dribble. He'll lose the basketball. Picked up by Jumpman with 5 seconds to play. 3-on-2 the other way, and he'll leave it for an easy layup right of the lane. 2.2 left to go. Now a throw in. Whoa.
Wow.
That was online.
They could have
left
turned
it
that
short.
into 9 points.
8 straight to finish the first half for Jumpman, and they'll take a 32-25 lead into intermission. Players Revolution Sports Rev Day 2017, the championship game here, as Jumpman and the Firm locked in a pretty good one.
Yeah, you know, I was really excited to see these two teams match up after finally being able to catch the Firm here for the first time in the semifinal game. They're definitely not disappointing between these two juggernauts. I think they clearly are the 2 best teams that we've seen all weekend long. I'm glad that we got the matchup. Didn't get to see an upset. I'm one of those guys that hates upsets in March, but that's just me.
I love them.
Really?
I do. I love them.
I don't want to see George Mason in the Final Four. You know, I want to see the good teams.
But if you get to the Final Four, you beat some good teams to get there. So,
yeah,
that one I don't mind. It's the first round upsets I can understand, where you go and you get a first round upset and then you get creamed.
Yeah.
in the round of 32 or whatever.
You're at 15 and you beat Duke, and then you come in and get
anybody who beats Duke though I'm a fan of.
All right. We got some Duke hate over here. I see it.
Most everybody outside of North Carolina hates Duke.
Okay. I
the
guess
state of
I'm
North
not-
Carolina.
I'm not a huge Duke guy myself, but I respect Krzyzewski, what he's doing. Plus, the Bucks drafted Jabari, so I had to like Duke a little bit more just because of
Or
that.
you could just like Jabari.
That's true.
You
I
could
do
just like Jabari.
I do love
I mean,
me some Jabari.
Was he really? Is he really a Duke
Yeah.
Blue Devil? You spent a year there. You spent a year because you had to. You know what I mean?
No,
So-
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun. These two teams matching up. I'm excited to see what the second half brings for us. It's been a game of runs. We've seen it over and over and over again. The Firm trailed late in their game against Team Adidas, and they came back and ended up winning. So this team is they're no stranger to a deficit and having to come back, and we've seen them be able to put up points real quickly pretty often.
32-25. Second half just about set to get underway. $1,500 on the line. 5 free tryouts for the NBA DLs. Texas Legends representatives sitting behind us, keeping their eye on some of these players as they're going to offer up some invites. Only 5. Now, you also have the opportunity. They're going to give a discount to anybody who wants to try out. And if you were a part of this tournament, I think you get like 5% off or something like that. But
Yeah, 5% off.
either way, if you think you're good enough and you want to know if you're good enough and you want somebody to tell you if they think you're good enough, go try out.
Are you going to go?
What, try out?
Yeah, you going to give it a whirl?
I'm not going to go try out.
Lace
no.
up the old sneakers?
No.
Bring you back to the glory days?
The old Converse, the Chucks.
You know what I had? I had the all-white high-top Reeboks in high school. Those are my favorite shoes of all time.
I used to own a pair of David Robinson high tops. Wow. You remember those? The Forces?
I was a huge David Robinson fan. That was my guy.
Was it really?
Yeah, I read a book about him when I was a little kid, and I just became a really big fan of the Admiral. It's just a fun guy, seemed like a good guy, real smart. Love that old man mid-range 15-footer game off the glass.
I'm trying to think of the one time David Robinson surprised me was a physical altercation. I want to say probably Charles Barkley was involved. Do you remember the one time that David Robinson got into a fight in an NBA game? I'm almost positive it was Charles Barkley.
I'm sure it was.
No. You know what? It wasn't Dennis Rodman, even though he tried to get everybody to fight him. It's on YouTube, so somebody go do that. Google that and YouTube it for us and figure that one out. But we were talking about shoes, and I owned a pair of David Robinson shoes, the Nike Air Forces that were like
size 18?
No, they weren't, but they were the.
Oh, they're not David Robinson's shoes.
You're exactly correct. Yes.
Oh, okay, you had me excited there for a second.
The brand, the style, the Admirals, the Nike Air Forces.
I see.
I also had a pair of Shaq's brand of shoes, not the 23 or the 24 size. Whatever.
I had the ugly moon boot Kobe's from I think it was the early 2000s, where you had those huge moon boot Adidas shoes. They were hideous.
Yeah, and now that I have a 12-year-old daughter, and I realize how expensive shoes are, I really have an appreciation for what my parents went through.
Doubt, yeah.
When I asked them to buy me $200 shoes.
Right.
So a foul here early as we're just underway in the third. 32-25. Jumpman used a 8-0 run to end the first half of play to enjoy this 7-point lead. Collins will go to the line for a pair on a shooting foul.
I think he's been my favorite player to watch over the entire weekend. Developed a little basketball crush on Chauncey Collins. He's been fun. He's been a good shooter, real athleticism, and that left-handed dunk we saw yesterday in traffic was probably the highlight so far of this tournament.
And let's be honest, Chauncey Collins is a basketball name.
That is,
That's a basketball
true.
name. Chauncey Collins.
Might see him in a Legends jersey here in the somewhat near future. I'm willing to bet he's one of those 5 guys that gets the free tryout.
33-25, 8-point lead as he knocks down
You say
the
that
first
like
of
I'm
two.
wrong here.
No, I say it like it's interesting.
34-25 as he goes 2 for 2. It's a 9-point game. 8:44 left to go for the third. Jumpman with a lead now, and almost turnover there on a throwaway by the Firm. Chauncey Collins ever intense right now as Craig drives inside, had it stolen away. Chauncey pushes it up the other direction. His bounce pass knocked away and stolen right back. So 2-on-2 as the Firm tries to push it back the other direction, left to right through the lane. A wild shot Not a good decision that time. Up ahead they go. Chauncey Collins will spot up and shoot a three from the right wing, left it short.
Yeah, he should have taken that one to the rack. He had the opportunity to go to the hoop and just decided against it to take the three. Again, you said falling in love with the three, and that's what they did there.
Chuck with an easy drive there and a right-handed score. It's down to a 7-point Jumpman advantage, 34-27, as we're under the 8-minute mark for the third. Did Chauncey Collins go TCU?
I think Chauncey Collins is from TCU, and I think he was TCU's leading scorer once upon a time. And, you know, we haven't had the chance, frankly, to go do hours and hours of research on every single guy, but I bet you there's a bunch of stories like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Trying to answer with a three of his own. He front rimmed, hit the left side of the rim and bounced off. It's a 10-point advantage here for the Chauncey Collins-led Jumpman team. Their largest of the game, and now driving left baseline. And I believe we got a foul call here and a two-shot foul. Chauncey Collins at TCU. I guess he would have played for Doherty or, oh, geez. Jamie Dixon's my man there now. Old Jamie of TCU alma mater.
Well, all I know is if we're wrong, Jamie, it's on you. You're the one that's going to have to take the embarrassment.
That Chauncey Collins that wore that TCU, that guy looked just like that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. If I was a betting man, I'd say Chauncey Collins did play at TCU.
I believe Chauncey Collins played in the NBA D League with Chicago, the Bulls. Chauncey Collins, yeah.
0 for 2 that trip. Both of them embarrassing.
Well, without knowing that, I'm pretty proud of my scouting skills here then.
You know what? That's not a bad point.
Maybe the legends should give me a call. I'd love to scout some basketball. I'm sure you know somebody over there that can help a guy out.
37-29, 8-point game now. As that jump shot.
Man, Jenkins is making a killing down underneath that basket drawing fouls. This is his 4th trip to the free throw line here this game. Doing a good job.
If these two look like the last two, though, it's not a great strategy.
Well, he started 3 for 3 on the free throws, so.
Boy, that rotation is a little funky.
How does that happen? I don't even understand the physics behind that.
I don't understand how you get backspin, or like you can spin a ball.
It looks like a bowling ball, like you're throwing a big hook on a bowling lane.
You remember globes when you used to be a kid in elementary school and they had the globes, but they were on an axis where you could kind of like move them around? That's exactly what it looks like. Where if you're spinning it as a kid and then you kind of go and touch it and it just goes like an orb. 38-29, I believe he got one of them. The second of two knocked down, 9-point deficit now for the Firm. They'll have possession of the basketball, they'll turn it over again, and that's been the story of this game. The inability to secure the basketball for the Firm. Trail by 9 here, 4:40 to play for the third.
Oh, please shoot a 3.
Yo.
I had to know what it was going to look like. I had to know.
Was it everything you dreamed?
It left a lot to be desired, to be honest with you.
That one had some.
That was 4 feet short.
I don't know if you call that interesting rotation. I don't know what to think of that one.
I think
but it was almost on cue, though, by the way. You said, please shoot
it really
the three.
was.
Yeah. You could see him spotting up for it. He was calling for the ball from Chauncey to begin with, and my eyes lit up a little bit. It was like Christmas.
Big possession right here if you're the Firm. Trailing by 9. They'll shoot the 3 from the right wing. He tried to draw a foul. Did Chuck. Offensive rebound. They'll get it right back. Dump it off inside. Left of the lane. No good, but a foul underneath. Are they going to call it on the floor? Or are they going to? It'll be on the floor, so it'll be an inbound along the baseline. 9-point lead here for Jumpman. 38-29, 3:20 left to go in the third. To the left of the jump circle, It's Chuck. They'll dump it off now left of the lane, turning a nice feed to a cutting teammate that time who's unable to finish. That's Boggs. Boggs had a wide open lane to the basket. Couldn't get it to go, but a break here for the Firm. They'll get the basketball and they'll say that ball was out of bounds off Jumpman on the inbounds. Chuck spots up, knocks down the triple.
He loves that shot coming on that inbounds play where he's either moving to his right or his left, where he can just catch and shoot. That's the third time we've seen him knock one of those down here this afternoon.
Back to a two-possession game here, 38-32, 2.5 to play for the third. Oh, a lot of contact right there. Boy, I don't know. I think the noise of his body hitting the floor might have drawn that foul because there wasn't a whole lot there. 38-32, 6-point game. 2 minutes left to go for the third. Championship Sunday here, Rev Day 2017. The Firm and Jumpman vying for $1,500 in cash money. And 5 players with free tryouts for the NBDL's Texas Legends. Now, the reason those are so important, guys, Fish could probably tell us what it costs. But Jonathan Simmons, who made a run with the San Antonio Spurs, the guy paid for his own tryout and was then playing extremely important minutes and turned into a very good rotation piece for the San Antonio Spurs. It's not cheap to try out for an NBDL team. It's what is $150, $200 or something like that? Oh, I thought you'd know. I should have asked you.
I think it's $150.
Where did Chauncey Collins go to college?
GCU.
There you go. 38-32. 6-point game after the turnover from Jumpman. 90 seconds to go for the third. The Firm looking for a good shot. Oh, a lot of contact right there as Chuck made his move. He'll stop. He'll pop from the foul line. Front rimmed it no good. Rebound Jumpman. They'll push it up ahead. No numbers here. He'll wait now for somebody to give him a little bit of help. Now Carter finds a cutter.
Yeah, Xavier Alexander cutting right down the lane. Carter finds him with the pass. I'm still telling you, Carter reminds me of Wesley Matthews, man. Looks just like him. Has that kind of build, that mid-range game. Good defender.
Driving right baseline, leaving it for the big man, and he left it short. Boy, we've seen the Firm. That's 3 or 4 point-blank shots they've had in this ball game that they've been unable to cash in on. Now a turnover. They'll steal the pass, does the Firm. They'll come the other direction. Chuck drives after he thought about the 3. Tried to lay it off underneath for Swag, and it's taken away. It's Chauncey Collins going cross-court to Carter. Now man in the left corner for 3. No good. Left it short.
Man, haven't seen him miss many wide open ones like that all weekend long.
A frenetic pace here with 20 seconds left in the third. 40-32. An 8-point game, and a little alley-oop and a nice touch there underneath from Swag. Back down to 6, 40-34 is the deficit for the Firm. Chauncey Collins with the basketball, gets it across the timeline. Gets around his man, now stops and pops from that right elbow, a little bit extended from the foul line. Left it short, no good, and that'll do it for the third. We got a good one here, don't go anywhere. 40-34, 6-point lead for Jumpman as the Firm doing just enough here, Scott, to really just kind of keep their head above water. I'm still not sure how they're in this game, especially when they've had a lot of wide open shots that they've missed. They've been unable to cash in on those opportunities, but one thing they have done is they've turned over Jumpman in key spots.
That's been the difference and the reason why they're not down further. They've also done a really good job on the offensive glass, so we've seen them miss a lot of shots, but they've gotten a lot of second chance, third chance, even fourth chance opportunities that they've eventually converted on. So that's why it's only a 6-point game here. It certainly doesn't have the feel of a 6-point deficit, but hey, they'll take it. They're in this one. They still got 10 minutes of basketball left, and we've seen this team go on some runs that are 7, 8, 10 points real quickly.
Well, and the value for one team and maybe the haunting part for another is those 3 baskets over the span of a few seconds at the end of the first half when even the team that scored the 3 baskets wasn't sure it wanted them.
Yeah, they weren't sure what the heck they were doing there. Ran off like 50 seconds off the clock and then ended up scoring 6 points in 20 seconds. So, That has been the difference in this one. You're right.
So we'll go to the fourth here. The final 10 minutes of Rev Day 2017 in what is a tournament that started out with 16 of Dallas's best men's basketball teams. 16 down to 2. And 10 minutes will decide it. It's 40-34. Jumpman with the lead, and they'll start with possession of the basketball. Again, shooting to the basket at our broadcast left, and a little bit too overzealous that time on defense, as Jeremy will foul Chauncey Collins in the backcourt. Excuse me, that's Boggs defending Chauncey Collins, who brings it across the timeline through the jump circle, now on the left side of the floor. Now finds Carter along that left block. Oh, a nice little head fake and move with his back to the basket. Finds some help. That's good basketball right there.
Yeah, Xavier Alexander once again finding his way underneath the basket, getting the pass down low and able to convert on it.
Now a three from the right corner, no good. Left short and an offensive rebound. Fought for and won by the Firm. That's big. Trailing by 8 here, 42-34. Need good shots coming down the stretch as we're at the 9-minute mark. A three straight away is knocked down. That's huge.
You know, that's Craig, correct, right?
Craig.
Number one. Yeah, he doesn't shoot too often, but when he does, he gets good looks at the basket and seems to convert on most of his opportunities.
Chauncey Collins into the front court, and they're going to get him for a travel as he was a little bit out of control.
Wow.
They're having fun. Everybody's having fun. Hey, it's all fun. 42-37. 8:20 left to go for the ball game. Big possession here for the Firm. Into the front court, it's Craig. Now at that left elbow, he'll find Duffy. They'll reset it back out now. Driving inside, left to right through the lane. Losing it as he goes up is Chuck. I believe they're going to get a foul underneath here. They're going to get 8, I believe, or 30. Who'd they call that foul on?
That was on Jenkins, so that's going to be his 4th foul, I believe.
There'll be a 2-shot foul here and a chance to get this thing down to 3.
Yeah, Jenkins' 4th foul here.
Again, the running clock until we get to the final 2 minutes of the second and fourth periods. First shot is up and good for Chuck. A 2-for-2 trip, and it's a one-possession game. 42-39 is Jumpman has seen their lead get chopped down. Chauncey Collins gets away from his man. Double team comes, finds his big man. He'll get around him. And left of the lane was a little bit too strong off the glass. No good, but a offensive rebound underneath. The putback no good, but a foul. And he'll go to the line for a pair here. And I believe that's Curry. Scott, is that his real name?
No, it's Xavier Alexander.
Okay, so Curry.
I called him Curry like 3 times after I found out his real name yesterday too.
Not sure how you get Curry from Xavier Alexander.
Maybe via Golden State.
Yeah, favorite food dish? I don't know.
That could be too.
What are you guys' thoughts on Curry? You enjoy it?
The food or the
The
player?
food. No, the food. The food.
I honestly don't know that I've ever had it.
It's interesting.
I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to food.
2-for-2 trip.
Brats and potatoes.
Yeah, you sound like a brats and potatoes guy. And warm beer. 44-39, 6:20 to go in this ball game. 2-for-2 trip that time. Back to a 5-point game. Well, a good drive right there by Craig as he gets around his defender and stops and pops and knocks one down from the foul line.
See what I mean? The shots are few and far between for Craig, but when he gets them, he makes them count.
He look like DJ Augustine to you?
You think everybody looks like somebody?
I mean, like physically, he looks like DJ Augustine. Kind of does. Well, it got away with a walk right there along the baseline. And a foul underneath. 2 shots upcoming.
He knows he got away with the walk, too. You see that little crooked smile he had?
We call it a wry smile. Yeah. What is that beer in Wisconsin that I know Travis Frederick?
Spotted Cow.
Spotted Cow. That's it. Good job.
I got you, man.
Like I don't think it's like Isn't it illegal to buy it here, or do they sell it here?
Yeah, you can't buy it anywhere outside of Wisconsin as Jenkins misses the first free throw. Yeah, only available to be sold in Wisconsin. Some folks at a bar in Chicago actually smuggled it out of Wisconsin and got busted selling it at their bar.
Because it's so good or because it's so bad?
No, it's really good.
All
It's
right.
one of my favorite beers that I've ever had.
I guess we should only say good things about it since they're a potential sponsor.
Yeah.
I guess. Are we going to Milwaukee? Maybe
Someday.
we'll get this thing in Milwaukee. We'll get some hoops in Wisconsin.
They've got another beer called Fat Squirrel as well that's pretty solid.
A straightaway three from Craig is left short. 4-point advantage here for Jumpman. They have possession after the rebound. 45-41. Dangerous pass into the front court. Man thought about it. Now finds the guy they call Curry. He'll get away from his man. Throws it up towards the rim. He got it to go and a foul. An old-fashioned three-point play opportunity here for, what is it, Alexander?
Yep.
Okay.
Xavier Alexander.
X-Man. A little mini run here for Jumpman. 47-41, their advantage.
Jumpman's been involved in all blowouts so far, too. They had a 57-44 in the first round, 59-37 in the second round. We saw the blowout earlier this afternoon. I guess it came down and got a little closer towards the end for Jumpman.
They complete the three-point play, 48-41, 7-point lead. Under 4 to go for this ball game. Boy, a lot of contact right there. He was trying to draw the foul, and they finally called it. And that's the correct call. You just want to see that a little bit sooner.
It was just the ball had already come off the rim when the foul was called, and it was the correct call because Carter got underneath Chuck on the jumper attempt, but again, a little bit late.
Real savvy play there too by Chuck to kind of jump into the defender as he felt him on his hip. A little bit of moisture on the floor. We need one of those kids with the mop things. Hey, we need to do that. What do you think?
Get a
Charles?
mop?
Yeah. You get mop kids.
Yeah.
You can secure an official, a scorekeeper, a broadcaster, and a mop person. Yeah. A floor cleaner guy. Or gal. Doesn't matter.
Call him the buffer, or her the buffer.
There you go. Buffer people. First foul shot up and good. 2-shot foul here for Chuck. Going with the low tops. Knocks down the second one. You don't see the use of the low tops very often. The mid-range tops, the mid-range shoes is what you see a lot of now.
Yeah.
Not many go with the low tops anymore. Oof. Right to left through the lane goes Alexander. And Xavier goes back to the line. His third straight trip to the line.
And that clock keeps on running with a 5-point lead. I mean, it'll stop at the 2-minute mark, but valuable seconds ticking off the clock here.
Yep.
In Scott Wegner, Mike Fisher, I'm Jamie Horton with you here on Facebook Live. Players Revolution Sports, it's Championship Sunday. Rev Day DFW, Rev Day 2017. As we're 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from crowning our first ever champion. Jumpman in the driver's seat right now. After that foul shot, they're up 6, 49-43.
Saw the trophy out in the lobby here.
Beautiful thing, isn't it?
Beckley
Monster.
Stainer Spencer. Yeah, good Lord. I thought about running out with it.
Approaching the 2-minute mark here. The second one will put them up 7 in 3 possessions, and it rims out no good. So it'll stay a 2-possession game as we are under 2 minutes to play. Into the front court goes the Firm. A dribble handoff. It's Craig handing it off to Chuck. His three from the left wing, no good. Rebound loose. Secured by the Firm, and a little right-handed hook inside by Dwayne is good. 4-point game now. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout taken by the Firm as it's a 4-point lead for Jumpman, 49-45. So, well, I tell you what, other than the first semifinal today, which all things considered was actually a pretty good game when you take away the 20-3 start that Jumpman got on North Dallas. We've had really good basketball ever since.
Yeah, we certainly have that last game. I mean, back and forth, just trading blows, the double overtime. I mean, the first overtime wasn't exactly great to watch with just the 3 points all being made with free throws. But, yeah, pretty good basketball. And this championship game has certainly lived up to what we hoped it was going to live up to.
Out of the timeout, it'll be 49-45. Jumpman with the lead and the possession. With 1:44 left to go. Mathematicians, what is that in seconds? What is that, 104?
Yeah. 60 plus 44,
I
yeah.
don't even know why I asked. I knew
Now,
that.
If this was the NBA, you'd be extremely clock conscious.
Yes, you would be.
But here, can you be so clock conscious as to just burn a minute and a half?
Well, they tried to at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, they did.
At least it's what we thought they were trying to do.
Yeah, right?
Everything perimeter right now is they're going to try and play keep away. Is Jumpman. Boy, he runs right into the defender, and it goes out of bounds.
And catches a huge break there.
Jeez, that could have easily been an offensive foul as he cleared out the smaller defender.
Cleared out, stumbled, ball loose, ball out of bounds. Who knows who it went off of?
And if you're the smaller defender, you don't want to go out there and yell at the official like that, because then you get away with
Hey, we got him up.
getting away with a technical foul, potentially.
You really need to find Collins and let him run the show. There's not a need to drive to the basket.
So here we go, 49-45, 80 seconds left to go, and a turnover. The firm comes away with it.
Oof, what was that?
I don't know.
2-on-2, and he'll stop. Goes cross court, thought about the three. He'll drive past his man, pull up right side of the lane. No good. An offensive rebound opportunity is knocked out of bounds. Off the hand of Dwayne and the firm. It'll go over to Jumpman. A big opportunity squandered right there by the firm.
Yeah, Jumpman's making this too hard.
Yeah.
60 seconds left for the game. Man over to Collins. He'll fire the three from the right wing. No good. Probably not a good decision on the shot. Had a chance to run some more clock. Luckily, they get the offensive rebound. Now Chauncey Collins drives left baseline. Felt the contact. Throws it out up top. 40 seconds left. Now man with the basketball. Drive and kick. Collins now has it, and he'll be fouled.
Not the guy you wanted to foul.
Nope.
You got to foul Marcello Vili out there, big number 10. Hasn't played a whole lot, kind of filled in for Jenkins here. That's the man you wanted to foul when he had the ball in his hands.
So Chauncey Collins, player of the game in the first game, got a chance to do that here and maybe salt this one away. The best he can do, though, is still make this a two-possession game, a 6-point lead. Maybe he can knock down both foul shots, but the clock now an issue if you're the firm. 2 for 2 that trip for Chauncey Collins, 51-45, 35.8 left to go in this championship game. Into the front court goes the firm. He'll drive around his man, goes Chuck, and that's a quick basket right there.
Man, he just went
Either
end
go
to end
quick.
in 4 seconds.
And now they're going to throw up ahead and a foul. Boy, and that's the right play because we've seen him struggle at the foul line.
Yeah. They finally fouled the right guy.
Again, I don't know if you're Jumpman.
Why am I in a hurry to score?
Why are you in a hurry to score? He misses 2 of these, or he misses 1 of them. I mean, you took what? You took a 1.3 seconds off the clock there.
Your math skills are killing it here in the second half.
Well, it's my Fort Worth ISD education.
There you go.
These are big foul shots here with that weird rotation. No good. Missed the first one. Now that 4-point lead shrinks even further. Second one short, offensive rebound. Almost pulled away there by Jumpman. Quickly the other direction goes the firm. The reverse, no good, and the rebound of Jumpman. Big opportunity miss right there by the firm, and again, just like we saw in the first half, Scott, layups, missed layups.
So many missed shots inside that
From point blank
restricted
range.
area.
Yeah.
They have that new stat, restricted area shots, and they haven't made many of them. But a lot of opportunities to do that. And in a 4-point game, with 18 seconds to go, those are the ones you got to make.
Chauncey Collins at the foul line. First one rattles home. And again, the best they can do here is still make this a 2-possession game. Still a lot of time, 18.3 left. 2 for 2 goes Collins. They'll push Craig into the front court. He'll pull up for a 3 straight away. Back rim, no good. And the rebound, an offensive rebound pulled down by the Firm. He'll pull up and spot up for a 3.
Wow.
Got his toes just behind the line, and he knocked it down. That's Chuck.
That was one heck of a shot there, but he did waste a little bit of time as he went into the lane.
Well, they put 2 hands in the air. Both of them put 2 hands in the air, so we got one official saying it's a 3.
Well, the guys in the stripes, the ones that matter, called it a 3, and they're sticking with that one.
Okay, it's 53. Should be 53.
53-47.
No, I'm trying to see what
It was 46. I think it's 49-52.
We don't have cameras here. That's a 3. Okay. We don't have cameras here.
Well, I tell you what, we do
Still has that pickup feel, huh?
we have cameras, and we'll be
Mike called the last time out. Is he out? Yeah. He's out. What they have left? What they have left on Rich, y'all? They have something else? Okay. It's 53-50.
yeah, 53-50 is the score.
That's it. I knew it was a 3-point game one way. Yeah.
It's 53-50 is the score.
So now we got it all worked out. It's a 3-point game.
It's 53-50. That is the score. That shouldn't have been a 3-point.
Well, so here we go, just like we saw a little bit in that last semifinal game, Scott. Some confusion here towards the end.
right?
We'll get it figured out, though. 6.1 left. Trying to get the inbound to man, and he's fouled almost immediately. Chauncey Collins trying to get a call before the inbounds.
And he has been getting manhandled here in the last 2 minutes.
He had a gripe.
Yeah.
And if you foul before the inbounds, what is that? Isn't that a what's the rule on that?
Well, it wasn't a foul, so you don't have to worry about it.
Right, but very true. But if you intentionally foul somebody before the inbounds pass, isn't that?
I saw nothing.
Oh. Ever the politician. And he rattles home the foul shot. It's a 4-point game. Back to 2 possessions with 5.4 left on the clock. So man with a chance here to essentially salt this thing away. There it is, 55-50 with 5.4 left to go here this afternoon. Into the front court, don't want to foul, pull up 3 in transition is good. And that one's done at the buzzer.
Yeah.
55-53. That'll be the final. Everybody is congratulating each other. And 55-53, Jumpman with the victory, and they're our first ever Rev Day Players Revolution Sports Champions. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Not inconsequential. Again, this isn't just a pickup game. This has the official stamp of Players Rev on it. There is a cash prize involved, and biggest of all, the Texas Legends of the NBA D-League, the Mavericks affiliate, want to take a look at you.
Yeah, absolutely. $1,500 cash, too, so I don't know how they'll split it amongst 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 guys. I guess you get $200 a couple, and then you flip a coin to see, are you, or you do the right thing and you say, you know what, you were the best player on our team, you get the biggest chunk. How do you do that?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Haven't you ever seen You got served. That's how they broke up originally.
I never saw that. Now that was the breakdancing.
Yeah.
I never saw
the two head guys that were the best dancers. They broke up the group because they wanted the most money.
Fish, let me get your thoughts here, man. This was really 2 days full of highly competitive basketball. You couldn't have asked for a better championship game. What you don't want to see is a blowout in a situation like this, and we didn't get that. It came down literally to the last 30 seconds of this game, 55-53 our score.
Yeah, probably some decision-making down the stretch that the winning team would like to have back. But overall, I bet you when we sit down and look beyond Collins and look at some of the backgrounds of some of these other guys, I think we're going to find other guys who played college basketball at a high level, high school basketball at the highest level, guys who already have a sniff of playing professionally and want another sniff.
I'm glad you were able to come out with us today after being on the radio this morning over at 105.3 The Fan. You can also check him out at Fish Sports on Twitter. He's a great follow. If you guys are on Twitter, follow at Fish Sports, Mike Fisher, because he does two things in life. He goes to the Star and he tweets, and he's one or both all the time.
Cowboys and Mavericks. I don't even know how to do anything else.
Cowboys and Mavericks.
I'm an idiot savant.
Well, can you count cards? Can we go to Vegas sometime?
I'm not that kind.
Okay. All right. 55-53, our final score. Fish, thank you so much for coming, man.
Thank you, fellas. Congratulations, by the way, young man.
Thank you.
Now, do I get? How do we divvy up here $200?
I get it all.
Fair. All right, fair enough. That's cool. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Our champions of Revolution Day 2017.
See, there that math went right out the window. You're doing so well with the numbers.
Jumpman, $1,500 cash prize. 5 players will get free tryouts to go to the NBDL Texas Legends and get a chance to try out for them. So Jumpman is our champions. Hey, we want to remind you that Peace is Possible. We partnered with them today. They're our partner out here today. Peace is Possible. You can join the movement at rockthepeace.org. They're having a big Peace Day NTX launch celebration June 17th, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. WAAS Collective, 2722 Logan Street, Dallas, Texas. There'll be live art, Renda Ryder, and the World Peace Mural Tour. There'll be a benefit concert, $20 donations featuring Cure for Paranoia, Faded DJs, and Sudi. Again, mission of Peace is Possible, dedicated to promoting peace and showing that the world is possible to love beyond our differences. Join the movement now, rockthepeace.org. We want to remind you to go check out playersrev.com. Get the EPlay app, get eplay.com, and get the EPlay app right now in the Google Play Store or the App Store. Scott, congratulations. You are our $200 winner of the broadcast bracket. We hope that you will remain a part of us, of our team here at Players Revolution Sports. Perhaps we can get you to go manage a couple of leagues, get to watch high-quality, fast-paced basketball throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, man. And then as we expand, who knows? The sky's the limit. I'd like to do a Revolution Day.
The roof is the ceiling.
I want to do a Rev Day in the heart of Chicago. I want to do Rev Day.
Milwaukee.
We'll go to Milwaukee,
there
Wisconsin,
we go.
And we'll drink
Spotted Cow
beer.
I got you, man.
I want to do one in the heart of Los Angeles. I want to go to New York. I want to go to Rucker Park, man. I want to do these all over the country, and this is just the beginning. And Dallas, by the way, this is a big get for us. This is a big get for Players Revolution Sports, a top 5 media market. Putting Dallas on the map here, and Jumpman, no less, the $1,500 winner and the first ever champ, Players Revolution Sports Rev Day 2017, man. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for being a part of this, and we look forward to a continued partnership, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a fun time. Couldn't have asked for anything more, and I love basketball, so it's a good time to come out here and watch some good hoops out here for sure.
Again, congratulations to our champs, Jumpman 2017 Players Revolution Sports champs, here on Rev Day 2017, $1,500 cash winners, as well as 5 tryouts for free for the NBDL's Texas Legends. So for Scott Wegner, Mike Fisher, Ryan Gerardo, Charles Gaines, for all of us here at Players Revolution Sports, thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm Jamie Horton. Until next time.